Are you a renter looking for a new stream of income to offset rent and the high cost of living? Well, join us now to talk about the Airbnb Friendly Apartments program and how renters across the U.S. are turning their apartments into profitable Airbnb listings. Is Airbnb host Jeff Grant. Hello, Jeff. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks so much for having me.
So, Jeff, this is so amazing. Literally, yesterday, I was looking at the Airbnb friendly apartment program that's going on. So, let's talk a little about this and how you guys got started doing it.
Yeah. So last year we moved into a new building, and we had no idea about what this was. But management came to us, to the residents, and said, "Hey, we partner with Airbnb to offer up the opportunity to list your apartment on Airbnb." So I'd always wanted to be a host. I'd stayed in several Airbnbs before, and so we jumped on the opportunity. And it's been a really fun ride since then. This was last year, probably December is when we got started.
Yeah, so okay, let's understand what an Airbnb friendly apartment program is, because it's kind of interesting. It's not like the typical Airbnb that you rent a house and stuff, is it?
Right. No. Yeah. So typically when people think of Airbnb, they think of homeowners renting out, or a vacation homeowner renting out their home to others. In this case, I'm a renter. I pay a rent, and I afforded the opportunity now to turn around and short-term rent this on Airbnb. So Airbnb has partnered with over 250 apartments in the nation to bring this program to renters throughout. And so it's been a really cool experience. I highly recommend anyone renting to look into it.
Yeah, because it's pretty cool, because we are seeing more and more people traveling to different cities and they want to have that neighborhood experience. So this is pretty cool. So let's talk about how people can experience this and the financial benefits that you've been seeing with this.
Yeah. So we try to kind of approach this very smartly. So we think about when the high tourist areas are in our area, and we kind of open up our home during those times. It affords us now at that time to get away from the crowds ourselves. We can get away, take a vacation, or whatever we need to do, and we get enough money from renting on Airbnb to pay for that, and then oftentimes it surpasses that, and so we can put those extra funds towards our own rent, which just offsets the kind of rising cost of living around the nation right now.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, and you get to go out and travel. Also, when I was looking at this, I saw kind of some cool things that the renters are doing for their guests, and that is like giving them a list of restaurants, even having a little snack or something set up for when they arrive and stuff. So it's almost giving that home kind of feeling. Is that some of the things you recommend when people are doing this?
Yes, definitely. We put a lot of thought and care into the experience that people have when they come stay with us. And so we think about, what people want to have in order to feel welcome and feel like it's their own home, a home away from home. So, yeah, we add those little touches. We put a lot of thought into the design and flow of our apartment. And that goes a long way. And so anything you can do to kind of just, you got to put yourself in that kind of marketing, market yourself. And so we've learned a lot from doing this, and it's been a really cool experience.
Yeah. Okay, as we finish up here, Jeff, I do have to ask you, people kind of go, well, why are you leaving like at the, height of this big festival happening here in your own town, and going somewhere else? And it's kind of like, because you've been in that festivals over the different years and you know how the crowd is, so you want to get out of town to a different one. And that's kind of like what's important too when you're doing this, is kind of like look at the high seasons when you know you're going to be out of town, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a lot of these apartments that have partnered with Airbnb, they usually put like a restriction on the number of days. So we have 90 days here. It varies from apartment to apartment, but so we just kind of play around with that and say, hey, when is the best opportunity for us to not only get away from those crowds, but also make some good money, because it is a high season, in our area. So yeah, we've been there, done that. So, it's kind of cool to go experience other locales.
This is really cool. All right, Jeff, where can people find more information about turning their Airbnb into, or their apartment into an Airbnb friendly renting place?
Yeah, I recommend it. Go do it. Go to airbnb.com/Airbnb-friendly, and there you can look up your area and see what apartments have already partnered. Always encourage people to, hey, if they're not on there, reach out to your apartment and say, hey, others are doing it. how about we partner up too with Airbnb? It's been
Perfect.
good.
I like it. Jeff, hey, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.